Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8 today, the 12th day of March 2024. I am Chair. My first major headlines. On Ramadan, Deputy Speaker Kalu calls for prayers and peace. Monarch rescued by hunters from kidnappers in Taraba State. We are fine-tuning student loans, says President Tinubu. We'll take commercials, wrap up details, and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. The Deputy Governor of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, has warned youths of Ohofia and anyone who specializes in vandalism and theft of government and communal properties to take a vow from the unlawful and ugly business or spend years in jail. The Deputy Governor made this known during an interactive session with the youths and indigents of Okon Ako community in Ohofia. Authority Michael Okwabi, Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to the Deputy Governor, said in a statement, ABN TV had reported an incident of vandalism and theft at Eastern Region Estate Investments, where the processing mills and tanks were dismantled for illegal sale. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Okezi-Kalu, has congratulated Muslims in Nigeria and all over the world on another Ramadan, appealing for more prayers for Nigeria to overcome its challenges. The Ramadan fasting began on Monday, the world over, following the sighting of the moon. In a statement, Kalu urged the Muslims to use the holy months to pray for an enhanced peace and security of Nigeria, even as he bemoaned the spats of killings and destruction of properties in the country. Two siblings have been confirmed dead in an accident at Irewon Junction along Imowo-Ibadan Garage Road in Ijebu-Ode area of Ogun State. Spokesperson of the Ogun Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps, Babatunde Akimbiye, confirmed the incident to newsmen in Abeokuta, capital of the state. According to Akimbiye, a motorist who was speeding around 7:50 a.m. on Monday lost control and rammed into two pedestrians from behind, male and female siblings, and killed them on the spot. A man identified as Emmanuel Owaru-Eso has been arrested by operatives of the Edo State Security Network for allegedly beheading his daughter for a money ritual in Benin City, Edo State. The suspect was arrested in Ute, Upper Mission, where he resides, last Thursday at about midnight with the head of the deceased in the polythene bag. He was said to have tied and gauged his wife and carried out the killing in her presence. The Yobe State Ministry of Religious Affairs and Ethical Reorientation, through its Hijba department, has arrested 14 suspects for alleged prostitution and use of illicit drugs. The suspects were arrested during a recent raid carried out by the Hijban police in collaboration with other security agencies in the Damaturu metropolis. Hunters have rescued Galadima Danladi Tau, the district head of Lautown in Ado-Kola local government area of Taraba State, from kidnappers. Daily Post learns that the kidnappers stormed the palace of the district head in the night on Saturday and adopted the traditional ruler. Responding to the alarm raised following the adoption, local hunters were said to have mobilized and tracked down the kidnappers to their hideouts, where a confrontation ensued, with the hunters managing to overpower the criminals, securing the safe release of the traditional ruler. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) says it has arrested 4 suspects for sending fake transaction credit alerts to their victims. Dele Oyewale, spokesperson of the anti-graft agency, said in a statement on Monday that the suspects were arrested in metropolis of Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State. He said the suspects were taken into custody on Friday following intelligence on their fraudulent acts. Amid the controversy trailing the interview by Senator Abdul Nigi, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Tuesday said the integrity of the Senate has been totally damaged. Ningi, who represents Bauchi Central, claimed in a recent interview with BBC Hausa that the National Assembly passed a budget of 25 trillion naira for 2024, which is in contrast to the 28.7 trillion naira being implemented by the federal government. Speaking during an open session, the president of the Senate, Akpabio, said the upper chamber has been subjected to ridicule as Nigerians are bashing the parliament. A prominent Islamic cleric and former military officer, Sheikh Ahmad Abubakar Gumi, has renewed his call for the federal government to go into negotiations with bandits in a bid to secure the release of abducted Nigerians. Gumi, during the administration of ex-President Muhammadu Buhari, tried convincing the government to dialogue with bandits. In a statement, the cleric said he was willing to facilitate comprehensive discussions between the federal government and the bandits. President Bola Tinubu says the much-awaited student loan scheme and other programs of his administration, which ought to have commenced, are being fine-tuned. The student loan program will commence. There will be employment benefits for our graduates. The social security program for the elderly and vulnerable will commence. We are fine-tuning all of that, the president said on Monday at the flag-off of the Agric Mechanization Revolution for Food Security in Minna, the Niger State capital. The president had last June signed the Access to Higher Education Bill into law to allow indigenous students access the interest-free loans to run programs in any Nigerian tertiary institutions. While on sports, the Nigerian National League have begun plans to air its games on local television. The NNL chairman, George Alua, disclosed this in a chat with Sports World. Alua stated that the plans are in line for the 2025 NNL season. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, a recap of our major headlines. On Ramadan, Deputy Speaker Kalu calls for prayers and peace. Monarch rescued by hunters from kidnappers in Taraba State. We are fine-tuning student loan, says President Tinubu. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms listed on screen. Have a pleasant night rest. I'm Chinye Umai.